The Springfield project, Hope Ownership for Equity, or TSP Hope, constructed this beautiful new single-family home here at 910 South 14th Street. On behalf of the entire city, it is my pleasure to thank and congratulate TSP Hope for facilitating the project. In addition to TSP Hope, secured funding from various sources to make this transaction possible. Funding for the project was a joint effort between TSP Hope and IDA, or the Illinois Housing Development Authority, which provided approximately $60,000 in funds for the purchase, and the City of Springfield provided $25,000 in down payment assistance through its Home Community Housing Development Organization program. Thank you all for your assistance. It is my pleasure this morning to introduce you to the purchaser of the home, Mr. Andrew Robinson. He moved in this past week. Mr. Robinson is permanently disabled and on a fixed income and has met all the qualifications, including home ownership counseling program. Home ownership is an integral part of the American dream. This program is a testament to achieving that dream and to show how no one needs to be shut out regardless of their circumstances. Today, Mr. Robinson's dream is a reality, and we'd just like to turn the microphone over to Mr. Robinson.
I want to thank all the beautiful people that's behind me that made this, actually made it happen. And I'm just very pleased about it. So I don't know, can't find the words to really say what I want to say, but I want to thank everyone.
Well, we appreciate Mr. Robinson inviting us into his new home this morning, and at this time I'd like to turn the podium over to Mr. Tim Rawls, who is the person who heads up TSP Hope. Tim?
Thank you, Mayor Houston, and everybody, and especially Mr. Robertson, who, not for him, the opportunity would have not presented itself. As you know, we have had a focus on this area, the neighborhood of Hope, which is a 49-block area bounded by 11th Street, Martin Luther King, and South Grand and Cook. We intend to revitalize this entire area. As you look at the 900 block of South 14th Street, you'll see that we have constructed 6 new beautiful homes with the help of IDA, the Illinois Housing Development Authority, through their NSP program, the Neighborhood Stabilization Program, over the past couple of years. We've now sold 4 of those homes and have 2 remaining. If you look down the block, you'll see a couple of troubled properties that, in partnership with the operating engineers here in Springfield, those properties will be raised in the next couple of weeks, making way for some additional new construction. And so we're excited about plans for the neighborhood of Hope. If you take a drive down Cash Street here, right in front of us, about 2 blocks to the west, you'll see the Judge John Taylor home, which is the oldest school for African American children, which is under rehab right now, utilizing the Springfield project and some funds from the Community Foundation for the Land of Lincoln. Let me just give a shout out to all the folks that have supported us over the years for East Springfield Economic Development. Our partnership with the Greater Springfield Chamber of Commerce and Chris Hembro, which we started in 2007, has had an approach unlike no other, and a partnership unlike no other, that has been reciprocating in our efforts towards not just the city of Springfield as a whole, but in East Springfield. Our partnership with Mayor Simpson, or Alderman Simpson, I'm sorry. I didn't do that. That was bad, wasn't it? Don't cut my funding, Mayor. I didn't But anyway, when we first presented the Neighborhood of Hope plan, one of the first persons that I showed it to was Alderman Simpson and some of the residents in the area to make sure that we had community buy-in. And so we're appreciative of those support mechanisms and the folks that come along with that. And the Office of Planning and Economic Development, who has been supportive of us for a number of years, through Mike Farmer and Craig Jeffers, allow us to make this happen through partnerships. And so again, we're excited about Mr. Robertson's new property. And I told him I'm gonna keep a set of keys, though I think he already changed the locks. I'll be showing up over here, in my robe and cooking breakfast and hanging out with him. So thanks again for the opportunity and everybody that's been supporting us. All right, great. Oh, man.
Next, we will hear from Charlotte Flickinger, who is with the Illinois Housing Development Authority, and certainly an organization on a statewide basis that does a lot to improve communities, and certainly a very good partner here in the city of Springfield.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And good morning again, everyone. I bring greetings from our Executive Director, Mary Kenny, IDA's Board of Directors, as well as the staff who have worked so hard on this program. Congratulations, Mr. Roberson.
Thank you.
This is a day long time in coming, I'm sure, and I'm very happy.
Oh,
you
yes.
could get in here and it's cold out, and glad to see that you're inside nice and warm in a nice new house. We appreciate the work with our partners, long-standing partners on many projects with the City of Springfield. Mike Farmer and IDA have become well acquainted over the years. Mr. Rouse, it's a pleasure to work with you, as well as the Chamber, of course. And again, thank you for having me here today. The Neighborhood Stabilization Program is the primary driver of building this house and getting Mr. Roberson into this home ownership situation. IDA, with the $58 million that was given to us by the federal government, was able to rehabilitate 450 foreclosed and abandoned homes across the state. And 2.2 million of that was provided to the City of Springfield through the Project of Hope for these 13 new single-family homes that Tim referenced in his comments. NSP is a very important program. It's almost over. It was a stimulus program, and we're happy that we're able to have this lasting impact. In addition to the program that helped Mr. Roberson, IDA also has a number of other programs available to help veterans, first-time homebuyers, repeat homebuyers in Illinois through its Smart Move program, which can provide up to $10,000 in down payment assistance. Through this program, IDA committed $74 million in down payment assistance this year to help more than 9,700 people purchase homes. So that's also a lasting impact. Mayor Houston was absolutely correct. Homeownership is extremely important, both for the folks that are able to purchase the home, or all three, people that are able to purchase the home, the community in which they reside, as well as the economic development benefits that are generated by homeownership. Everybody here today should be so happy and proud, and I'm just happy to be able to be a small part of it. I thank you very much for your time.
And at this time, we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
This is this the tip of the iceberg? Are there other properties that are maybe in progress towards something like this?
Sure. We at this point, through our planning phase over the past 4 to 5 years, we've acquired over 100 vacant parcels here in the Neighborhood of Hope area. We intend to build single-family units on those homes, 50, hopefully in the next 2 to 3 years. Again, utilizing the partnerships that you see here today. So, can't build a community without ownership first, and so we have been acquiring the lots through county sales, through partnerships with the city, and obviously when you attain those lots, then you've got to provide maintenance for those lots. So we've been working with minority contractors here in the community that have been maintaining those lots for us until we get into a position where we can do new construction, which is coming soon.
I know it's just, I imagine inspiring to the neighbors to see something, something new, and there's something about, a fresh coat of paint's one thing, but to see something, something like this pop up in a neighborhood, it just has to inspire everybody from a block or more around.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and there are many folks that their dream is to live in a new home in East Springfield, and that's why we haven't really had a whole lot of problems selling these homes. Most of them are sold within 6 months of construction, completed construction, and so you have folks that are waiting by the side. We have almost a waiting list of folks that say, hey, when you start developing blocks at a time, we'll be willing to move in, and so that's exactly what we intend to do.
Well, disabled accessible properties, I know at first it was great to see that we're making it happen, but sometimes it looked like the amusement park, and this thing is just not only user-friendly, but looks good in the neighborhood too.
Yeah, it's laid out perfectly, I think, for Mr. Robinson, and we're making an invitation to other folks that may be able to utilize. We have 2 that are still open, one next door here and one on the end, for those that may be in similar situations.
Now, Mr. Robinson, what's it like living in a house that you can get around easily?
Beautifully. I mean, it's beautifully. I mean, I have access to going out the door. I have a little problem maneuvering in the wheelchair right now, but once I get ahead of it, I'm good. I mean, but it's, like I said, it's beautiful to me, you know.
Have you ever owned a home before, or is this the first one you've owned?
Well, I was just divorced, throwed out, so, and Tim came to my rescue, I believe. You know, well, other than that, yes.
So how does it make you feel that you have this place now?
Oh, man. I can't express it, you know. It's a good feeling. I don't have to worry about this or that. I just have to pay what I have to pay. And it's still mine. You know. So.
Mr. Robinson also has a brand new wheelchair here.
Yes.
It's motorized, because up to about a day or so ago, he was doing it with his
Pushing,
muscles.
right.
And pushing, so it's a lot of good things been happening.
Oh yeah, everything falling in place. I just gotta be patient and just wait.